And we are underway in Buffalo. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Allen to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Page. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Bills at 9 and 6 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Allen going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Page. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
But from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 27 yards there, a first down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's the option going right. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal. It just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second. They'll try the left side. It's Barnes, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wilson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hall want to give up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down is Allen. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Allen now looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Taken in at the 22. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable and usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Allen off the play fake. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the middle they go. Barnes. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Allen to throw once more. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On first down, Allen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline. They drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Ball again on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. There's Wilson to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Allen now on first down. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On second down now, it's Barnes. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Barnes. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run on first down. It's Barnes. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Barnes. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On first down, it's Barnes. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, it's Barnes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Oliver, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Pass on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only do they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. That's caught at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Barnes. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 50 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnes. And he'll take this down to the 33. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go Madison up the middle. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd down now, it's Barnes, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Allen now on the sneak. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another carry now for Madison. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 75 yards on the ground for him so far.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Up the middle they go. Barnes. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bills, they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go.